Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The Bold and the Beautiful is no stranger to surprising twists, but fans know that when Steffy Forrester is in the middle of the drama, the stakes always rise higher. For years, we've seen Steffy at the center of family wars, love triangles, and power struggles, but this time she might step into a role that shocks almost everyone, Matchmaker. And not just for any couple. Steffy may be the one who helps her mother, Taylor Hayes, move on from Ridge Forrester once and for all. When we think about the complicated bond between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke, the triangle has defined decades of the show. Taylor has loved Ridge in every way possible, sacrificed for him, and battled Brooke repeatedly for his heart. Even after all the heartbreak and Ridge's many betrayals, Taylor has always kept a small piece of hope alive. That hope was reignited when Ridge abandoned Brooke in the past, but each time it seemed like Taylor might finally get her happy ending, Ridge inevitably ran back to Brooke. For Steffy, watching her mother go through this endless cycle of pain has been exhausting. Now that Steffy herself is trying to keep her own marriage with Finn solid and drama-free, she may finally take matters into her own hands. Imagine Steffy sitting with Taylor, pointing out that waiting for Ridge has left her in limbo for far too long. Steffy has matured greatly in recent years, especially after losing and regaining her family stability with Finn. She knows what true love and partnership should look like. She might gently but firmly tell Taylor that it's time to let Ridge go, not because Taylor failed, but because Ridge never fully committed. That conversation alone would be powerful. But what if Steffy doesn't stop at advice? What if she actually starts nudging her mother toward someone new? Fans have often wondered why Taylor hasn't been paired more seriously with other men on the canvas. There are plenty of characters who could bring out her warmth, her intelligence, and her strength without dragging her through the exhausting Brooke versus Taylor rivalry. Steffy could see this as the perfect chance to finally give her mom a future that doesn't revolve around Ridge. Whether it's someone already on the scene or a new face, Taylor could become part of a love story that allows her to shine instead of always playing second to Brooke. The possibility of Steffy playing Matchmaker also adds a fascinating layer to her character. Steffy has always been fiercely protective of her family, sometimes to a fault. She meddles, she strategizes, and she's not afraid to manipulate if she thinks it's for the greater good. But in this case, her motivation wouldn't come from a place of rivalry or revenge. It would come from love. She'd want to see her mother happy, respected, and cherished. That softer side of Steffy hasn't been showcased in a while, and it could give the character a new dimension. Of course, Ridge won't take this lightly. Ridge has always relied on the fact that Taylor will be there as a backup whenever things go south with Brooke. If he sees Taylor moving on with someone else, it could rattle him in a way he doesn't expect. Ridge has taken Taylor's loyalty for granted for years, assuming that no matter what, she'd be there waiting. If suddenly she's not waiting anymore, Ridge could experience a new kind of jealousy, one that forces him to examine his own choices. But at the same time, this isn't about Ridge anymore. It's about Taylor reclaiming her life, and Steffy might be the one to push her toward that empowerment. There's also the question of how Brooke would react. On one hand, Brooke might feel relieved if Taylor finally moves on. After all, it would mean one less rival trying to take Ridge away from her. But Brooke has always thrived on being the center of attention, and if Ridge starts looking unsettled by Taylor's newfound independence, Brooke could feel threatened all over again. Brooke's identity is tied to being Ridge's great love, the one he always comes back to. If Taylor isn't playing that game anymore, it could shift the entire balance of their rivalry. Let's not forget about Thomas either. Thomas, like Steffy, has seen their mother hurt time and again by Ridge's indecision. He might support Steffy's mission to help Taylor move on. In fact, the Forrester siblings teaming up to protect their mother's happiness could be a compelling storyline. For once, they'd be united in a cause that isn't about business or rivalry, but about family healing. Thomas has also struggled with his own obsession issues in the past, so encouraging Taylor to find healthier love could be a way for him to reflect on his own growth. So who could be the new man for Taylor? The show has hinted at possibilities in the past. Deacon Sharp is tied to Brooke and Hope, but fans have wondered if Taylor could have chemistry with him too. Bill Spencer once had moments with Taylor, and their dynamic was intriguing. Or perhaps the writers could bring in a brand new character, someone from Taylor's professional world or personal history, to shake things up. Whoever it is, Steffy orchestrating the match would make for must-watch drama. She might arrange casual encounters, offer gentle nudges, or even set Taylor up in ways that Taylor doesn't initially realize. The comedic and heartfelt potential of those scenes could balance out the heavy drama elsewhere. It's also worth considering how this move would impact Steffy's own life. She's finally found stability with Finn, but being a matchmaker for her mom could test her in new ways. Finn might caution Steffy not to meddle too much, reminding her that love has to develop naturally. But Steffy is stubborn, and if she believes this is the right path, she won't let go easily. That could create some tension in her marriage, even as her intentions are pure. Yet, if Steffy succeeds, it could be the ultimate victory for her family, proving that sometimes taking control of the narrative can rewrite years of pain. Thematically, this twist would also resonate deeply with longtime viewers. Taylor has been stuck in Ridge's orbit for decades, often portrayed as the victim of his indecision. Allowing her to move forward with Steffy's encouragement would be a payoff that honors her character's strength and resilience. It would show that Taylor is more than Ridge's fallback option. She is a woman worthy of her own love story, independent of the eternal triangle. And Steffy stepping up as the catalyst reflects her growth from a scheming young rival of hope to a mature woman who values stability, family, and love in emotional scenes that could unfold. Taylor hesitating to open her heart again, confessing her fears of being hurt, and Steffy reassuring her that she deserves more. We could see Ridge stunned as he realizes Taylor isn't waiting for him anymore. Brooke watching closely, unsure if she should feel secure or worried. Thomas perhaps getting protective of his mother's new relationship. And Steffy, standing strong at the center, guiding her family toward a future that doesn't depend on Ridge's whims. This kind of storyline could breathe fresh life into the bold and the beautiful. Instead of recycling the same Brooke versus Taylor battles, it would move the characters into new territory. Taylor would gain independence. Ridge would face consequences for his indecision. Brooke would be challenged in her sense of security, and Steffy would solidify her place as the heart of the Forrester family. It's the kind of multi-layered drama that could spark conversations among fans for months. Even beyond the love story aspect, Taylor moving on could ripple into the business world too. The Forrester family dynamics often bleed into Forrester creations, and a more confident Taylor could play a larger role in shaping decisions or supporting her children in ways she hasn't before. Steffy might feel stronger having her mom emotionally stable by her side, which in turn could bolster her leadership at the company. The ripple effects would extend far beyond romance, impacting the show on every level. As viewers, we crave growth. We want to see characters learn from their mistakes, evolve, and step into new chapters. For Taylor, this could finally be that chapter. And for Steffy, helping her mother reach that point would be a powerful demonstration of her own evolution. From daughter to protector, from schemer to supporter, Steffy would be embodying the kind of strength that defines not just a Forrester, but a woman who knows the value of love and family. So as the weeks ahead unfold, keep your eyes on Steffy. She may be the one pulling the strings in the most unexpected but heartfelt way, and if she succeeds, it could change the course of the bold and the beautiful forever. Taylor's heart could finally belong to someone who chooses her completely, not as an option, but as a priority. And it may all start with Steffy's Matchmaker twist. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.